All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all Akim doing and push this word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I wanted to get into this little lesson that the apostle elders were doing at last camp session. We're supposed to be giving warning, man. Okay, listen to what the apostle elder says, and it's talking about these other camps out here,
About that. That's measuring the time. None of these Israelite groups talk about that. The beheading, the culling, the persecution. About that. That's measuring the time. None of these Israelite groups talk about that. The beheading, the culling, the persecution. About that. That's measuring the time. None of these Israelite groups talk about that. The beheading, the culling, the persecution.
That's right. None of them out there, none of those camps out there are giving true warning to the people, man. We're not out here to be no fucking superstars. We're out here to give you warning from Yahweh Shimei Shai on those things that are about to happen, man. We're not out here to be super friends. We're not none of that shit, man. Okay? And you other camps out there, you're giving an uncertain sound. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 8. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? Right, you're not telling these people exactly what's about to happen. You're beating around the bush, as we say, okay? You're giving an uncertain sound. You're not blowing the trumpet right. We are actually blowing the trumpet right. We're giving that certain sound, that particular sound, to give you warning. Imagine you're out there and you know that a trumpet, when it blows, that's it. Get the fuck, hurry up, get inside. But here it is, these guys playing jazz. All these weird, you know what I'm saying? People are like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Is there a warning or is there not? So they're out there giving you an uncertain sound, man. All right? So let's go back into this. How the hell did that just do that? Y'all saw that, right? It's Genesis 1:1. Anyways, Isaiah chapter 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, which these other camps aren't doing, they're not speaking according to this word, okay? It is because there is no light in them. They're a part of this system. They're a part of the man. They're a part of the darkness, okay? They're a part of the world. If you're not pronouncing and telling the people the 100% truth, you might as well be accounted as a fucking 2/3, all right? Because you're not giving, you're a false prophet. You're not giving the warning, the correct warning, all right? We're supposed to be out here warning. We're supposed to be out here measuring the time diligently and giving the warning. 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, Isaiah chapter 46 and 10. Do I have that on the list? Let me get that. I got it right there. As a matter of fact, let me just get it. Let me just get it right there. So going back, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. And we're supposed to be telling these people, okay? We're supposed to be telling them about the signs, okay, the tokens, okay, which the Lord put there and made, okay? And tell to his prophets, when you see this begin to happen, this is following. By measure you have measured times, he doeth not stir, nor disturb till the said measure be fulfilled, rough and phrasing. So the seers can tell you about this. But let me go back into this. The days are before, even from the beginning, right? Let's go right here. Isaiah chapter 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Declaring the end from the beginning. Okay, and guess what? The Lord gave this blueprint. Okay, He gave these warnings for His true prophets to go out there and pronounce. Okay, yeah, let's get that real quick. Because these guys are not true prophets, they're true false prophets. Okay, that's what they are, true liars. All right. So let's go into this real quick here. Proverbs chapter 27 and 12. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. A prudent man would see these things, foresee the evil, because he's been given the ability from who? On high. From Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is why we keep telling you that the Lord is working with only who? His servants, the prophets, his seers. Okay? 1 Samuel chapter 9 and 9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of Yahweh, thus he spake, come, and let us go to the seer, for he that is now called a prophet was before time a seer, called a seer, Salakia. We go to that word seer once again, to look, to see, to look at, inspect, perceive, consider. They have no consideration, they have no vision, okay? Like Apostle Elder Gabar says, verse 3 here, number 3, to see, to have vision. You have to have the vision. If you cannot envision these things happening, then the Lord is probably not working with you, okay? I remember one time when I first came into truth, and I was reading Revelation, we were talking about standing on a sea of glass, looking down and seeing that fire mingled with glass. I was in a daze. I was in a trance. And I don't know if I closed my eyes were still open, but I could envision in my head that, yo, you're on a craft. And I put this up in the post. You brothers want to go see it. From an aerial view, a large destruction does look like it has glass and fire mingle with glass because of the debris and whatnot. But I know brothers talk about, yeah, we're going to be standing on like a transparent glass in the chariot. You know, though I see through a glass jar darkly, but we're gonna be standing on inside the chariot, you know, and looking down above the destruction of Babylon. Okay, so as I'm reading, and I read that scripture, this is when I first came in. This is when I was a babe. I seen it in my eyes, like, yeah, you know, above this destruction. And seeing, I don't know if you've seen Terminator or whatever, but when those explosions go off, you see a crack over here. It looks like lightning. It looks like glass mingled with fire, man. Okay? Go look at all those old movies and you'll see it. Okay? And that's what I was seeing in my mind. I was like, holy shit, yo. To look at, regard, look upon, to observe, to consider, to give attention to, discern. They don't have the spirit of discernment. Okay, because they're not spiritual. Okay, so anyways, going back into this, a seer. Okay, a seer gives warning. A seer is the one from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to give these people warning, to tell them about the calamity that's about to happen. Okay, let's go to that real quick. Yep, let's go to Daniel. And let's go to Second Ezra. Was it 16? Yeah, they don't have the vision, man. The Lord is not working with them. You know? He's not working with them at all, man. Yeah, and this is what happens to the prophets when they seen these visions. They felt sick. They were amazed. They were dumbfounded. Some of them were like, holy fuck, that's gonna happen. Dizzy. You know, your belly's unsettled, right? So this is what Daniel, Daniel 8 and 27, and Daniel fainted and was 6 certain days afterward. Salakia, afterward I arose and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. The only ones that he gives the power to understand these things is his is his servants, the prophets. This is why Ezra is written this way. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Okay? The prophets felt sick, I don't want to say discouraged, but your stomach is, your hands is on your stomach. Like, this is why he said, woe is me, woe is me. Who's going to deliver me in those days, man? Okay? So that's the job of a prophet, to give warning, man. Seeing these things that are about Jacob's trouble, the beheadings, right? We constantly warn you about these things. As Apostle Elder Gabar says, broken record. Repetition is the father of all skill. Okay? Straight up. And we're in this truth, we're like a broken record. We're not changing the doctrine. We're speaking according to this word, according to this law, according to the testimony. Not changing it. Okay? Yup, blessed is your eyes, for they see. The 2/3 they can't see. They're blind as fuck. Okay? And that's part of a curse. All right? Isaiah 44. Let's get this real quick. And 18. Slakia. So let's go back into this Slakia. As I was saying, Isaiah chapter 44 and 18. They have not known nor understand, for he have shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. Okay? That's terrible, bro. That's a curse of David. Okay? Psalms chapter 69. It's a curse of David, yo. Imagine you can't see what's about to happen, what's about to come down the pipe. This is what Noah was a spiritual man. He could discern. Just much like us. We have the spirit of discernment because the Lord is working with us. But imagine you can't see a fucking pothole. You're driving down at 100 miles per hour and you can't see an impending doom up ahead, this big pothole. And it's 1,000 feet drop. Hey, man. Duwadi Halba Shem Yahushai. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye heard, or hear, and have not heard them. Now they're hearing them, right? Now we in the end time, right? All those prophets who were prophesying before about these things to come, they didn't spring up at those times. The said measure be fulfilled, he shall not stir nor disturb, till the said measure be fulfilled, right? Now we're in the time of the MOTV. Now we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. Now we're in the time of the end. The end is coming. Watch it for thee. Okay? It is here. So this is why we're out here giving you warning. And the prophets that verily wanted to desire to see those things, they're back. The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Okay? So now they're seeing them. At that particular time when they were prophesying about it, it wasn't the right time. Just like they asked, Lord, will you restore the kingdom unto us? No. It ain't the time yet, yo. You still got to go through some more shit. Okay? So now we're in these times. Now we're starting to see these prophecies pop off the page, man. So blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Okay? So anyways, we in that time setting now. The Wadi Al Bashim El Shai. Let me get this last two scriptures here. Because we giving you warning, but you're not listening, you're not dancing. You're just doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Which is alright, hey. We warned you. Get that blood off our hands, as they say. Yeah, blowing the trumpet. See that? When he seeth the sword come on the land, and he blow the trumpet, Slakia, and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. We're blowing the trumpet, okay? We're giving you warning. Ezekiel 33 and verse 4 and 5, right? We're giving you the warning, man. We telling you. Oh, Salakia. Let me go back again. Ezekiel 33 and 3. If when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Talking about a watchman, right? Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, the prophets, right? The prophets are out there blowing the trumpet, right? And taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He hear the sound of the trumpet, and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Okay? And we're watchmen. Give him no rest till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. We're his watchmen. He set us up to do these things, right? Let's go into one last scripture. We're warning you about this, man. And it is come. Okay? It's here. Ezekiel chapter 7. Not fully, right? Not fully. But it is here. Ezekiel 7 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. Behold, it is come. Watch out. Yo, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Giving them warning. And you other camps, what are you doing? You're giving uncertain sound. You're not blowing the trumpet right, man. You know? You got your people out here talking about, marriage arrangements and all. You guys in the wrong fucking mindset. You're in the wrong time zone, man. The Lord is going to destroy you niggas, okay? Straight up. The Lord is going to destroy you niggas, man. You're supposed to be out here warning your people. You ain't warning them. You ain't warning them right at all, man. You know? So like Apostle Elder Gabar said here, man.
That's measuring the time. None of these Israelite groups talk about that. The beheading, the culling, the persecution. About that.
Yeah, they ain't warning. They ain't giving them warning, man. You know, this is the job of a prophet. We're all here to give you warning. We're not all here to shake your hands and chill with you and take pictures with you and, receive cheers of the people and so on and so forth, or to be loved by the people. We don't care about none of that. We want to be loved by Yahweh Shemel Shai. And as Yahweh Shemel Shai said, if you want that love, well, do the work, man. Do the will. Do the will of the Father, man. Do the work. Okay? So with that, hey, none of these, the only people that are giving the proper warning out here is the sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, right? That's it. Okay? Those who are sincere to Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, they're the ones who are giving you warning, the true warning. All right? Starting with our apostle elders of Great Millstone, man. The elders, the bishops, the Akim, the like-minded brothers like me, and the rest of us brothers that are across the four corners of the world, pushing this word in sincerity and truth, who might be out there on their own, right? Hey, continue to do the work. Continue to do the work. Continue to get the warning, okay? Let us not be found like these niggas with spots, blemishes, guilt, blameful, right? So, hey, that's the job of a prophet, man. Give a warning, all right? All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you are edified, Lord willing, to the next time, Akim. Shalom, And of course, Abad Baba. Shalom.